Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
And coming up for you shortly, it is the Los Angeles Lakers in action against the Boston Celtics in Boston. Taking a look at the Celtics, they may not have made the jump they were hoping to this season, but they're in 5th place in the East with still more than enough time to climb a few additional spots. So right around the halfway mark, we're starting to see MVP candidates emerge. Shaq, you won that honor back in 2000, putting up tremendous numbers.
Yeah, I had a career high in averages, points, and assists, and that was the year of my first championship, Bernie.
Shaq, do you think you should have won more than one MVP?
I sure did. I got robbed twice.
I think overall in your career you should have had 4. But in 2000, when I was working as a student analyst watching you, man, that was a great Laker team.
I appreciate you very much.
Pleasure to know you. Honor
Thanks.
to be sitting here next to you.
It's
Isn't this guy the greatest?
Man, it's Shaq Mendes.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, the maturity and poise of a young Jason Tatum has often been talked about. Maybe that's because his parents prepared him for the NBA from an early age in St. Louis. They had pretend press conferences using a hairbrush as the microphone. As you can say, he's been groomed for this, and it's paying off. Guys?
Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for James.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. And it's McGee in at the 5. And for the Celtics, Walker and Smart, the guards. Jason Tatum is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Cantor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, when it comes to load management strategy, Doris, should coaches do it along the way as opposed to waiting until the last, say, quarter or third of the season?
Well, Kev, I think you can look to the San Antonio Spurs, who I think were the first to really look hard at what we would now describe as load management. And I think the one thing is you're trying to just make sure guys are prepared for the most important point of the season. You've got to win enough to get in the playoffs and be positioned well, but your guys have also have to be healthy at the end of the year.
Tatum drives in. James with some nice D. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Just 2 to shoot. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, pick your poison if you're a defender against LeBron. That three-point shot, just another way he's going to put it to you.
Rondo against Walker. Outside, Smart. Back to Walker. McGee with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Davis. Nice shot from the wing.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Now here's Smart. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Tice kicks to Smart. Here's Walker. McGee with the block. It's 2-on-1. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And Greg, you want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Tatum on the wing. Over James. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
Caldwell Pope for 3. They get it again. And James throws it down hard.
Well, there's a brute physical force to LeBron James. Couple that with his terrific instincts, unbelievable reactions, and he's pretty good on the offensive glass.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Now here's Walker, another key contributor to that nice win against Phoenix.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. You know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
He misses the free throw.
Still playing at an MVP level, LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Walker's shot is off.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. LeBron against Tatum. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
His dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference. And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope. McGee, the pass to Davis. Outside Rondo. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now, here's Walker. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Smart kicks to Walker. Just 3 to shoot. Lets a floater go. Rebound the Lakers. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Rondo passes to Davis. Over Cantor. And it's Davis missing.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Here are the Lakers. They're on an 18-6 run. And there's the pass to McGee. The drive by James and the dunk by LeBron.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Tatum following the bucket by the Lakers. Back to Walker. Shot clock at 6. No good on the 3.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And we've seen him do that before. Batter a defense by just exploding to the basket.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And the city of Boston, 12 championships since 2000, 6 in football, 4 in baseball, and 1 apiece in hockey and basketball.
Greg, you'd have to say Boston has become the sports capital of the country. The fans are knowledgeable, they're passionate, and they are justifiably proud.
And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, Anthony Davis.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Now, here's Tatum. He had 16 points in the win against Phoenix. Back to Walker. Pass to Cantor. Another shot. They shoot again. Rebounded by McGee. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Well, this is Enes Kanter's comfort zone. At the rack in a hurry.
And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 14-point game. McGee inside. He's against Cantor. Rondo's shot is good.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Watch Walker. Rondo against Walker. Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. Back to Walker. Tatum against McGee. Tatum's shot is off.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
Here's Walker. Following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Walker finds Smart. Outside Tatum. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Walker. Passes to Tatum. In the corner, Smart with it. Shot to stop the run. Back to Tatum. And here's Walker outside. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
You know, not a good start for him offensively. Just 2 of 8 from the field, but his confidence has not waned.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Danny Green, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now, here's Kuzma. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. Brown outside. Over Green. And it's Brown missing. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, You know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Brown. Who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention two guys who I think could be considered combo guards who can play 1 or 2, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But two of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, two names to keep an eye on.
Here's Davis. Sinks that one from the post. Davis has got 6.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Here's Wanamaker. He's coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Okay, Gordon Hayward, we know you're an all-star level talent as a scorer. Now you're just showing off with that pass.
Here is Davis.
Hey, tee up on Davis.
Outside Bradley.
Over it.
Back to Davis. Williams with the block. Top of the key, Wanamaker. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Find the lane. One shot.
Los Angeles leading by 12. Bradley deciding where to go with it. Here's Davis. Rebounded by the Celtics. Hayward right side.
Well, Gordon Hayward obviously still working his way back to peak form. Let's remember, this guy was an all-star in 2017. We know he can be a franchise guy.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Well, this is a space you do not want to allow Gordon Hayward to get. He has been a lights-out free throw shooter his entire career.
Dion Waiters checked in for Davis. Hayward hits them both. There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. That's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And Doris, you talk about when Gordon Hayward is playing his best. What makes him, in your mind, so special?
Well, when he's right physically, he can be a go-to offensive weapon, Kevin. This guy is the true definition of triple threat, right? He can pick you apart with his passing, with his shooting, and also off the dribble drive. Boy, when he's right, he is tough to stop.
And it's blocked.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Here's Wanamaker, headed by Green. Wanamaker, the pass to Williams. Here's Hayward, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Hayward's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Here's Bradley. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Boston now. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Wanamaker, the pass to Brown. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Wanamaker, that three off the mark. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. 10-point lead. Brown against Waiters. Pass to Kuzma. And he banks in the layup.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
Hayward on the wing.
Look, Kevin, I just love how Gordon Hayward has become so crafty on the interior. He really just keeps the defense off balance.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Hayward. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Lobbed up there for Howard. That shot off. Hayward right side. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Hayward's got 8.
Boy, Kev, you love the intensity with which Gordon Hayward plays. He will not give in to the defense on the drive. Wow.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league, while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And welcome back to our special presentation of the NBA for Martin Luther King Day. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Then it's Williams. And it's Poirier in at the 5 spot. That's the Boston 5. Now here's Waiters. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's in there.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Celtics trail by 8. Here's Wanamaker. The pass to Hayward. They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
You look at Tatum, and I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the bucket by the Lakers. Brown outside. And finished off by Brown.
Boy, how impressive is the quickness Jaylen Brown possesses. This guy sprints hard toward the cup on every drive.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Bradley with the ball. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Raiders against Williams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because we can go back in history and the names are endless, but who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. This is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right. And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. Second free throw, no good.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Inside, here's Kuzma. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Here's Wanamaker. He's got 6. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Bradley with some nice D. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Lakers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Both teams will make substitutions.
Don't you get the sense that LeBron James is in complete command, not only of himself, but of his teammates? The drive this guy possesses is truly incredible.
Now here's Walker. He has 5. To the inside. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And that's now 7 points for Kemba Walker.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
James dishes to Waiters. Back to James. Over Hayward. He makes the Johnny from the left block. James has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Walker the pass to Smart. Here's Cantor. And again, it's Boston converting.
Well, that's the catch-and-shoot ability of Enes Kanter. Always gets himself squared.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And that one, good. Rondo's got 5.
And how about the focus there from Rondo? Doesn't let the D get to him, able to complete that play through contact.
Walker looking for an opening. Outside Tatum. Feeds to Hayward. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
James dishes to McGee. Back to LeBron. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Hayward at the stuff.
I think there's no question that Gordon Hayward is now a premier talent in the NBA. This guy could be lights out.
Here's James. A 29-point game for him in the win against Houston. And LeBron throws it down.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Celtics trail by 9. Outside, Walker. He kicks to Smart. Now the feed to Cantor. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
And they continue to control the glass.
Pass to LeBron. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. The Celtics have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Down low, here's Hayward. It's deflected, and there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. And then for the Lakers, Davis comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Waiters. Lakers leading by 11. Outside Rondo. To the middle. James kicks to Rondo. Drills the 3-pointer. Rondo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision, unreal.
Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Kemba Walker hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside Rondo. LeBron James on the wing, guarded by Tatum. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And the free throw, no good.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And Tice gets it to go.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Los Angeles leading by 12. Passes it to Davis. Back to James. Pass to Davis. 4 on the shot clock. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Walker in the post. He's covered by Rondo. Walker's shot is off.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics, down by 12. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Rondo with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. Rondo kicks to Davis. No good from outside.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Caldwell Pope.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. Free throw good, James. And both free throws good for LeBron. And that'll prompt Brad Stevens to break right here. Timeout taken.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Taking a look at Boston. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up.
And you know, for the Celtics, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Now here's Tatum after Enes Kanter's miss. And here's Walker outside. Rondo with some nice D.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And it's 6 points for Jason Tatum.
I think there's a strength that belies that frame of Jason Tatum. He just powers right through right there.
Now here's Rondo. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. There's the pass to Tice. Back to Smart. Shot clock at 6. The Celtics get it back in a new 14. Here's Cantor. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Lakers leading by 8. Outside Rondo. With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in. Rondo's got 10 points.
And at his best is Rondo when he's attacking in the paint. Beautiful little floater there. Easy to get it up and over the defense.
Now here's Walker. He's got 11. Smart deciding where to go with it. Walker against Rondo. Walker's shot is off. LA is gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Good on the bucket. Walker's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Tatum against LeBron. Stolen by Cantor. And here's Walker. 13 points in the game. Outside Tatum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Caldwell Pope. And you look at Jason Tatum able to play either forward position. Doris, do you think his future is at the 3 or at the 4?
I think he is interchangeable at either position because his scoring can be devastating. For Jason Tatum, it's really a matter of making sure he continues to gain strength, continue to be a force and factor on the defensive end, and probably enhance his footwork around the rim a little bit.
No good on the free throw. The guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
Bradley finds Green. Inside. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Lakers working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Bradley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's foul number 2 for him. .26 seconds left in the second quarter. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Brown outside. Just 5 to shoot. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's 10 points for Jason Tatum.
This, to me, is an area that Jason Tatum really worked on. That three-pointer now one of the most dangerous aspects of his game.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important is that?
I mean, they is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got our offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket. Just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool lion.
Got it.
LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 25 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's in a crazy zone right now and seems to be even hotter than he was in their last game. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, their shooting accuracy was on point. It was good play calling, of course, by the coaching staff, but it was great execution by the team.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
They're getting out-rebounded by a Shaq-sized margin, really big. From the get-go, they did not show enough effort. Usually when you're being out-rebounded like that, you're 10, 15 points behind, so things could definitely be worse.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. Taking a look at Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt, and it's McGee in at the center position. Now here's Tatum. Back to Walker for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Walker's got the first points of the second half here for Boston.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
For 3, Caldwell Pope, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Smart. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Rondo passes to James. McGee in the high post. Rondo wide open, gets the three-pointer to fall. Rondo's got 13.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
Now here's Smart, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Tatum against James. Here's Smart. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Caldwell Pope. And finished off by Anthony Davis.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
That one misses for Davis.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Now, here's Tice. Defense right on him. Clock at 6. Over Davis. And Tice gets it to go. 6 points for him. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Here is Davis after the basket by Boston. LeBron outside. Outside Rondo. Tries again. That misses off the backboard. Celtics trail by 4. Walker goes in. Outside Tatum. Cantor kicks to Tice. Pass to Walker from the arc. That one no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. Waiters comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Lakers leading by 4. Now Rondo. He's got 13. The drive by James. And he overshot that one, missing. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Celtics. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Passes it to Tice. Here's Poirier, guarded by McGee. The fader. Rebounded by the Lakers. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds in this game. He gets it in there. Kuzma's got 6.
And that's the hustle you love seeing from Kuzma. When he moves like that, he is tough to guard.
Walker the pass to Poirier. Outside, Smart. Pass to Tice. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Lakers in 5th.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 25. He gets that one. And now it's an 8-point Laker lead.
When you think about LeBron James's career, he has put in so much time and diligence in the offseason to become a better shooter. Pays dividends again.
Rondo against Walker. Outside Tatum. Back to Walker. The shot, no good. Rondo with some nice D.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Smart passes to Poirier. Shoots over Kuzma. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Poirier's got his first points of the night.
Oh, Kevin, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
And the Lakers have possession after the basket by Boston. Here's James, snatched away. It's tipped. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Walker. LeBron grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 6. Fires the 3. And Rajon Rondo the basket on the assist by LeBron. 16 points for Rajon Rondo. The Celtics have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Walker with it. 16 points for him. Here's Smart. Back to Walker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And the Lakers with possession here. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Fires from deep. Nice shot by Smart. And now just a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Growing confidence in his jumper. Smart is rising and firing after the catch of the pass. Nice.
Timeout called the Lakers.
What I love about Marcus Smart is every single trip up the floor, this guy is going to be in your grill, and it cannot be a pleasant experience to have this man guarding you.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Hayward comes in for Tatum. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Marcus Smart. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. And then for Los Angeles, Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Green in for Waiters. And it's good, 2 points. Howard's got his first basket. And that defensive pressure of Smart will wear you down, Doors, over the course of a game.
Kevin, it takes its toll because his combination of athleticism, strength, and motor makes him an absolute monster on the defensive end.
Here's Brown, following the basket by Dwight Howard. Well, we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for James.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
That free throw good from Brown. And you look at Jaylen Brown, the third pick back in 2016. Doris, tantalizing strength and athleticism.
Well, the absolute definition of a perfect basketball body. Excellent first step. For him, it's all about aggressiveness, bringing those tools to bear in terms of your basketball skill.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
Celtics trail by 5. Here's Wanamaker. 6 points for him. Hayward outside. He feeds it to Williams. Over Howard. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Lakers leading by 5. Kuzma kicks to Green. And the 3 off target. And so Wanamaker will bring it up for Boston. The pass to Poirier. Shoots over Bradley. A nice shot by Poirier. Poirier's got 4 points this quarter. Lakers have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. James finds Howard. Back to James. Williams with the steal. Here's Brown. Kept alive. Pass to Wanamaker. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for James. Here is Davis. 8 points for him. Over Williams, and Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 10 points in the game.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Now here's Hayward. He's got 14. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Passes it to Davis. Taken away by Williams. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Hayward from outside. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds now in the game. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. And some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. And Hayward at the stuff.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
LA's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Pass to Davis. 1:53 left to play here in the third. Howard wide open. No good off the front iron. And here's Boston. They're on a 12-4 run. Hayward and Hayward at the stuff.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Here's Kuzma after the basket by Boston. The shot from the low post is good. Kuzma's got 8.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
Enes Kanter's checked in for the Celtics. Walker comes in for Brad Wanamaker. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Walker against Green. Hayward outside. Banked in off the glass. Hayward's got the lead up to 1 now for the Celtics.
Well, Gordon Hayward, not just a jump shooter. This guy will get to the cup.
1:04 left in the third quarter. The pass to Howard. Left side, Davis. Over Williams. And it's Davis missing. Boston's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Caldwell Pope against Brown. Outside Williams. Pass to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Excellent D from Howard. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Green outside. The rebound by the Celtics. Kanter's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Don't you love how physical Jaylen Brown is? This guy is not afraid to draw contact.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. Green taking his time here. Tipped away. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Walker. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, this guy has a reputation for being a lockdown defender. Danny Green takes great pride in making it hard on the offense.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Celtics lead by 2 and will return shortly. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Right now, right here. Stop, score, stop. One time. Stop, score, stop.
Well, he's clearly keeping it simple there with that message.
I mean, great communicating with his guys, especially when things get tight.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Boston, Tucker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Williams is out there with Enes Kanter, and it's Hayward in at the small forward. Lakers trail by 4. Green passes to Kuzma. Walker against Caldwell Pope. Williams with the block. They get it back. Davis with the bucket. And Walker's got the ball here for Boston. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Caldwell Pope. That free throw good from Brown. The Celtics making a switch here. Tatum's checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Green. And Brown drops them both. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Passes to Kuzma. The rebound by the Celtics. Kanter's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Brown drives in, and he gets it to go. Brown's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Now here's Rondo. Back to Davis. Lays it up off the glass.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Hayward outside. Over in the corner, Brown. 5 to shoot. Over Caldwell Pope. Off the left rim and out. Lakers trail by 4. Davis gets a wide open look. They get the rebound. Kuzma. That one goes in.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Walker. Pass to Brown. To the paint. Rondo with the steal. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Rondo with it, picked up by Brown. And it's blocked by Brown.
Wow, twice on the pipes. Jaylen Brown with a message for the offense. Nice.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Hayward. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. And the Lakers also making a change. McGee's checked in. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Rondo passes to Kuzma. Yes! And the foul. Kemba Walker picks one up.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second. And positionless basketball, all the rage
And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Now here's Cantor. Now the pass to Tice. 6 to shoot. And Walker kicks to Tice. Over Davis. And Tice gets it to go. And the Celtics lead by 1.
And we all know Walker can score, but he's also terrific at finding his teammates.
Lakers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Caldwell Pope dishes to Rondo. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside, Smart. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Throws it up high, and it's McGee with the jam.
And Rondo is a dime dropper. One of the best passing point guards our game has ever seen.
And Walker kicks to Cantor. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Now here's Rondo. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Davis. And it's blocked. Now here's Cantor. Smart finds Walker. And he makes good on the layup. And now it's a 3-point Boston lead.
Well, it's just outstanding distribution from Marcus Smart, keeping his eyes peeled in order to find his guys in their spots.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. Passes it to McGee. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through.
And Caldwell Pope pretty effective in that pick and roll.
Walker in the post. He's covered by Rondo. Cantor, the pass to Tice. Here's Kuzma. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Walker against Rondo. And the pass to Smart. Back to Walker. 5 on the clock. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Davis.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
So it's the Lakers now. A 2-point game. Rondo scanning the floor. Bounce pass from Kuzma. Here's Davis. And the shot is good. Davis has got the game tied up here for the Lakers.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
They double team Walker. To the inside. Smart. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And the Celtics lead by 2.
I'll tell you have to appreciate the confidence of Marcus Smart. At point-blank range, he is an efficient scorer.
LA's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope. Pass to McGee. Outside, Davis. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Outside Rondo. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And the 3-ball is good.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Pass to Cantor. Ring shot on the way. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Well, more and more that mid-range game becoming something you've got to deal with when guarding Enes Kanter.
Timeout called the Lakers.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. Far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Gordon Hayward.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
The Lakers trail. Outside Rondo. McGee in the corner. Shoots from 14. Second chance shot. Yep, that one goes. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now here's Walker. Outside Tatum. Kuzma brings the double team. It's stolen by Davis. Pass to Kuzma. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Walker the pass to Smart. Count it. Smart's got 4 points in the quarter.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
And Davis throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Walker goes in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Walker's got 25 points in the game.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Here's Rondo. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Caldwell Pope passes to Kuzma. Shoots over Walker. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Celtics with the lead. Smart goes in. Good on the shot.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. And there's the pass to Davis. And here's McGee. Caldwell Pope outside. Inside, 6 to shoot. And Kuzma slams it in.
Really good activity there in that pick and roll. Kuzma, a real strong sense for what he needs to do in those sets.
Rondo against Walker. Now here's Smart. D right on him. The kick out to Walker. Takes the 3. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Rondo. LA's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Floats it up for Davis. It's deflected. And stolen by Tatum. Knocked away. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Right at the free throw line. And Boston with the rebound. Cantor's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Now here's Davis. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Now Smart has to Tice. Now Tatum from deep three-point range. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Tatum. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 1. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. This possession gives them a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, they don't want to let this one slip away.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now here's Smart, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cantor's shot is off. And for the Lakers, they're shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Los Angeles with another miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Walker the pass to Cantor. Over Davis. Bank shot. No good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Floats one. And shot by Caldwell Pope. No good. Here's the Celtics with the ball. They lead by 1. Smart misses. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. He knocks down the clutch free throw.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad. Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 1. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Up top, Walker. He's covered by Rondo. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Passes it to Hayward. Got it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
And Greg, to me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're down by 1. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high-percentage look, if that's at all possible.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Kuzma off target from downtown. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
What you love about Enes Kanter to me is every night he's capable of a double-double. He's an efficient low-post scorer and a determined rebounder. This guy can play now. Let's make no mistake.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Well, I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Gordon, what turned this game around tonight?
Came out with energy in the second half. I mean, after we had a little bit of a lull there, called a timeout, we regrouped and got it together. I thought we played well, shared the basketball. We regrouped.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a different team second half. Thanks, Gordon. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.